Hello and welcome. I'm Sandy Chi, and here's what happened this week. Taiwan's military has wrapped up artillery drills in the south of the country. They practiced defending the coastline and preventing enemy ships from landing. Khan reports.
Taiwan's army is practicing with some of its biggest guns. In the country's south, the military wrapped up its annual Tianlei artillery drills on Monday. During the exercises, they practiced defending the island with a combination of heavy weapons. Over the years, the spectacle has attracted people to the area. But these drills aren't just for show. They play a critical role in the country's coastal defense. Here's how. Defensive fire is divided into 3 sections. The first wave uses artillery pieces to destroy enemy ships. The second wave then concentrates on smaller landing craft trying to make their way to the shore. The final and third wave then focuses fire on ships that are just about to land.
它就是在模拟，是说当中共的这个登陆舟波可能是登陆艇或者是两栖战车离开登陆舰，开始朝台湾的陆地前进的时候，我们要在不同的距离设下不同的杀伤地带。
Artillery is one of the foundations of Taiwan's army. These guns would be deployed along the coastline to defend against an enemy invasion. China has recently upped its threat to take Taiwan by force, increasing its military presence in the Taiwan Strait. Chinese Navy ships are spotted nearby on almost a daily basis, and its military aircraft often fly around Taiwan. During Monday's drill, a Chinese fighter jet was flying nearby and sent the military this message. The drills were originally scheduled to last 2 days, but an oncoming typhoon shortened them to 1 day. But Taiwan's military is making the best use of its training, using real ammunition to practice defending against an equally real threat. Pan and Khan for TaiwanPlus.
The billion founder of Foxconn, Terry Gou, has officially thrown his hat into the ring to become Taiwan's next president. Our reporter Ed Moon was there for the announcement.
After months of speculation, Foxconn founder Terry Gou has announced a bid for the biggest job of his career. And he's chosen this venue, just a few hundred meters from the presidential office in Taipei, to announce that he's going to run to be Taiwan's next president in 2024.
我郭台铭今天要郑重地向各位报告，我决定以总统参选人的身份投入2024总统大选。
He's one of the most famous faces in Taiwan, known for building an electronics giant that makes everything from iPhones to electric cars. That name recognition gives him a higher profile than any other candidate for the presidential election next year. But he's entering a crowded race, in a situation that's never been seen before in Taiwanese presidential elections, with 4 candidates each polling over or near 10%. The ruling party's Lai Ching-te is the current favourite, with the 3 opposition candidates seemingly dividing support between them. But Guo doesn't seem too bothered about the opposition eating into each other's votes, and he says he's keen to work with both the Kuomintang's Hou Yu-yi and Ko Wen-je from the Taiwan People's Party.
我也将继续邀请在野阵营其他2位候选人一起坐下来，你喝咖啡，我喝奶茶，大家一起好好商谈国家大事。
So it's official. Terry Gou will join the race to be Taiwan's next president in 2024, assuming he gets the needed signatures. But now with 3 opposition candidates in the race, he faces a struggle to make it to the top of the pile. He'll perhaps be looking to make a deal, just like he does in business, so that he can end up as the opposition's main candidate and be the one who ends up winning in the end. Karma Su and Ed Moon in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
To learn more about Foxconn founder Terry Gou's bid for the presidency and the hurdles he might face, Ed Moon spoke to Taiwan Public Opinion Foundation research fellow Paul Huang.
So could you just explain to us, Foxconn founder Terry Gou has said that he is going to run to be Taiwan's president in January next year, but he needs to go through some steps to get there. Is that correct? Can you explain a little bit about the process?
For someone like Guo, because he's running as an independent, he has no party, and even if you create a party, you wouldn't be eligible to run without a signature process. So he needs to fulfill that. Now for independents, for parties who are not eligible to run to nominate directly, then you need to gather signatures, petitions, about 290,000. Now, however, the real number that's needed if you run a campaign, the signature gathering campaign, is about 500,000. Why? Because past experience show that the number of signatures or petitions that you gather, a lot of which will be later ruled as invalid for a variety of reasons. And in my opinion, that there is a reasonable chance, and in fact, probably a very high chance that he's going to fail this basic step.
And you yourself, you're affiliated with the Taiwan Public Opinion Foundation, which runs one of the sort of most frequent and largest polls here in Taiwan. Can you tell us a little bit about what that organization's polling shows would happen if Terry Guo were to enter the presidential race?
Well, just in July, we did a poll that had a four-way race with Terry Guo as part of the ticket, together with Lai Ching-te, Ko Wen-je, and Hou You-yi. And Terry Guo got 15%, just behind Hou You-yi in the 18%. And Lai is still at 33%. So mathematically, you look at these numbers and you say, well, Terry Guo, even if he becomes a candidate, right, he's going to be the last of the litter, the last of the four. It's hard to see how he has a path to victory, meaning that actually winning the president race, unless something very, very dramatic happens.
Do you think there's any chance that the opposition candidates, the three of them, will combine together to have a joint ticket?
Almost impossible, because Ko Wen-je and Hou You-yi, there's just no chance for them to run as the VP to any of them. For Ko Wen-je, he served as a Taipei mayor for 8 years. He's running for president this year. This is all he's been waiting for. He's not going to give it up and say, okay, I'll just be the VP and wait another 4 years. And from Hou You-yi's position, well, the KMT is a powerful, resourceful party. He cannot accept a VP position on either with Ko Wen-je or Terry Guo. They're just unacceptable. No matter how far behind he is in the poll.
A former health minister has apologized for blaming instances of domestic violence on President Tsai. His controversial statement came at a rally on Sunday in support of Foxconn founder Terry Guo.
为什么家暴？不准然我没有办法去修理蔡英文，没有办法去修理这个陈建仁，因为他有保镖，那怎么办？就去修理比我更弱的人。
The presidential office has condemned Yang Zhiliang's words. It says it expected better from someone who served as the head of the domestic violence task force. Yang at first defended his comments, but on Monday he released an apology. He says he's deeply sorry for the pain he caused survivors of domestic violence, but that he's not sorry for what he calls the pain and suffering caused by Tsai's government. The three opposition candidates for president all want to topple the ruling party. There are rumors of them joining forces to do so. But so far, even scheduling a meeting between the candidates is proving difficult. John Van Triest reports.
Three men with a common goal. Hou You-yi, Ko Wen-je, and Terry Guo all want to be the next president. And as they've made clear on the campaign trail, all want to end the rule of the Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP, which has held the presidency for close to 8 years. But the split between the three could hand the DPP another term. On election day, the candidate with the biggest share of votes wins, and the DPP is united behind this man, Lai Ching-te. There's been talk of the three opposition candidates working together or possibly forming a coalition, but what that would look like is unclear. Though they've shown up at some of the same campaign stops, they haven't even sat down together yet. Here's how Kuomintang candidate Hou You-yi responded to rumors he'd have coffee on Wednesday with the electronics tycoon and independent Terry Guo.
从来头到尾都没有接到这个消息哈，这个消息不知从何而来。
The office of Taiwan People's Party candidate Ko Wen-je also says coffee with Guo won't happen anytime soon.
先去谈理念价值跟国政论述，先去看有没有办法达到一个共识，然后后续才是真的候选人本身，大家再去做一个会谈，所以基本上应该不会这么快。
Terry Guo's office says that he will meet with Ho Yo-yi, but just not right now.
是因为两边的时间有一点点瞧不太拢哦，所以原定周3的那个会稍微延期哦，但是我们会保证在近期几天会再找适当的时间，不会太久，一定这几天郭侯两个人就会碰面来公开来谈。
And even if any meetings do happen, it's uncertain what they'll achieve or how much common ground the opposition camp can find as the country enters the last 4 months until Election Day. Howard Zhang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's foreign ministry has said it is cautiously optimistic about being admitted to the United Nations. It comes as the country makes its case to be allowed in ahead of the General Assembly. Rick Loud reports from the foreign ministry.
Here at Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the country is making a renewed push to be included in the United Nations. Under pressure from China, which says Taiwan is part of its sovereign territory, Taiwan is denied access to the UN and all of its agencies like the World Health Organization. Taiwan says this is unfair and that it has the right to exist as a country. It says it has a lot to offer to the global community in terms of medicine, education, and agriculture.
This is, I think, is an uphill challenge, but I think we have confidence, we have determination, and we have a support. We have accumulated a lot of support nationwide and internationally.
The UN question is at the heart of one of Taiwan's biggest challenges, the fact that its belligerent neighbor denies it the right to exist on the world stage. Here it's asking the international community to stand up in solidarity. Alex Chen and Rick Lowett in Taipei for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's COVID vaccine maker Medigen has become the first private company to agree to share its technology with the World Health Organization. The agreement will make Medigen's vaccine patents, research, and training available to other manufacturers worldwide. During the pandemic, Medigen's vaccine was the only Taiwan-made jab to be approved for emergency use. Over 3 million doses were administered across 7 countries. WHO leaders say access to essential medicines, including technologies related to COVID, remains a top priority on the global health agenda. Fishing is a major industry in Taiwan, and the new tech developments are making life easier for the country's fleets. Eric Gao explains.
An eye in the sky on the lookout for fish. This drone system is a world first. It uses AI tech to scan the seas looking for schools of fish. When it spots them, it directs fishing boats to that area. The drones can be sent up in teams of up to 4 with a 60-kilometer range. This system was developed by the Economy Ministry and Taiwan's leading Industrial Development Research Institute. They expect it to be a game changer for the country's fisheries industry.
它可以用 AIoT 的这样的一个技术去判读说哪里有鱼群，然后赶快通知船长就近可以去做一个捕捞的动作啊。那运用这样的一个技术的话，它的这个鱼群判断的准确性高达80%。
Taiwan has the world's second largest distant water fishing fleet. It already uses helicopters to look for fish, but the work is dangerous and requires an experienced eye. This new automated system takes both the guesswork and the danger out of the process.
只要有无人机的帮忙，这个第一个就是节省人员，还有节省这些人力，再也会替这个母船带来一些抓鱼的资讯。
Officials have high hopes that tech breakthroughs like these will help the local fishing industry and spur the country's overall economic development. Joseph Wu and Eric Gao for TaiwanPlus.
Thanks for watching Here's What Happened. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally today, we leave you with images of the blue supermoon around the world. I'm Sandy Chi. Take care and see you next time.